Microphone check. Tasting. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now let's see how this turns out. To those who stumbled onto the video, hello there. I'm Curtis Wildcat, on YouTube as Phoebe Caden. As to the purpose of this video, you may or may not be familiar with a Let's Player named PinkKittyRose. She's done no damage playthroughs of the classic Mega Man games, amongst others, and done live streams of a wide variety of other games. However, my focus for this is on Worm's Armageddon and on the matches she plays against her friends. There's plenty of hilarity and destruction to be had in this game, and Pink and the others are more than happy to add to it. Worms is sort of like the old quick basic Gorillas game, only with, well, worms and more ridiculous weaponry. I vaguely remember seeing the game at the local CompUSA store in the 90s, but not knowing what it was about at the time, I had no interest in getting it. Then in mid-2012, I viewed one of Pink's Chuffy Champions videos out of curiosity, and it was enough to have me watch the rest. At least so my memory tells me, but that's not important. This list counts down my top 10 favorite moments from those videos. I kept myself limited to one favorite moment per video, and I didn't record multiple pieces of footage from the vids unless they were connected in some way. Some are there for the funny, others for the cool, still others for both. In any event, I've been talking for long enough, so have at you. For number 10, Link, the overly destructive champion fighting on Princess Zelda's behalf, is also a protector of sheep. Who knew?
Will
Why
this
do I have
turn
negative
the
one
tide of the battle?
Alsatians?
There's not really anywhere good to use this.
Oh no.
But now you just like you've encouraged us. You must fire. Just it's a good restarter back.
Fire what?
Oh.
Here's your door repair.
But of course.
That's Mug Sheep.
Mud sheep is an endangered species and must be preserved.
The window breaks.
Sophie, cling to me. We'll survive that somehow.
Really? Really? Really?
No.
Really? Jag? Really?
You said pay me for the door
Really?
repair and I did the next best thing, okay? God. I didn't have rupees. I just had girders lying around for no reason at all. It's a hobby. Shut up.
Just don't push it too fast.
Let us make
There
merry
you
fellows.
go.
I don't want to make merry fellows with no mole.
Such energy.
Pay me for the sheep repair.
Thankfully, you don't need the Pegasus boots to destroy the girders. From the third Chuffy Champions video, here's number 9. Those of you who keep the volume turned up may want to dial it down a bit.
There should be a super weapon that people actually get once in a while.
Okay, now here's another science question about weapons. Does a double damage affect the blast radius of the concrete donkey?
Yes.
How I like my music. Heavy.
Here's a question about the concrete donkey.
Mordekaiser.
If any of that could be heard over Mordekaiser there.
But yes, I did hear your question there. And the answer is yes, it does.
Face it, I wasn't going to be able to get through this list without referencing Mordekaiser's bombastic rampages at least once. One quick note on what Roahm was saying. Just recently, while playing against the computer, I was privileged to see a double damage concrete donkey in action. It was glorious. Moving on, 8th place goes to a set of moments from the 4th grenade grab bag match. No, it's not Shag's girder shenanigans. We've already had one of those today. Instead, Raocow demonstrates that he has the sort of charisma that superhero worms look for.
Well, Cow, I'll help you if you help me.
I got a plan. Put a grenade at your feet, and I'll handle the rest.
This is a good plan.
Well,
I'm finding it difficult to refute that.
Remember the plan. Remember the plan, Zach.
I have other plans. That...
What? That's a good plan.
Thank you. Just keep going with the plan, and we will find victory. I promise.
I actually hit enter again.
It was beautiful.
That was your chance for vengeance.
I think I'm actually gonna
I am
go...
in a pretty vengeanceable location, really.
Seriously.
That's not what I chose.
Oh no! No!
Or you can stick to the plan. Thank you for trusting me on this.
I did exactly one thing.
Better dropping grenades at your feet than fire punching your own worms into the water, I figure. And speaking of fire punches, for 7th place, the 7th Melee Massacre game, how about that, shows a moment that could only be explained by border manipulation.
Terrifying.
No! Don't desecrate the Church of Draven!
Do it.
Desecrate it.
What the?
What the?
What?
Whatever. I am Draven now.
What?
Draven's holy majesty protected
I'm sorry, what?
That makes absolutely no sense. Pink, stop hacking. Go to jail.
Pink, turn off no clip.
You saw what happened? I saw what happened. How in the world does a worm not take any damage from a fire punch? My guess is that the attack ignores falling worms, much like cluster or banana bomb pieces don't hit airborne worms, but I don't have any real proof to back that up. And I don't think it matters, really. It happens out of nowhere just enough that it's funny, and for the sake of this list, that's all I care about. Moving on, number 6 comes from the first massive multiplayer match. The finish for this game deserves honorable mention, but the moment that made it on this list is something I think you folks can really dig.
Do not kill the Mattress King. You may ally with his kingdom and have
There's
great...
two dudes there, so, you know, I feel bad about leaving them alone. So, have some blue lines.
Oh boy!
Oh, what the hell? Okay. That happened.
Once men tried to mine with cows.
This is probably a sign, rather, of just how little of a life I have, but the idea of exploding cows being in the Worms games makes perfect sense to me. Fun fact, cows produce methane! Something you never wanted to know about your favorite animal, courtesy of Oddcat. Just past the halfway point, we go to the 6th Rock and Ruin match. It's late in the game, and all 5 teams are still in the race. It doesn't take much to stack the odds in your favor, though. All you have to do is click once, fool.
I like my weapons. How
I like my
music.
utilities.
Heavy and metal.
Yep.
I actually know how to play them now. That's the only difference. I might as well use this because I always forget about them.
Wonder how many people would be interested in, like, recordings of League of Legends with our talking.
All you basically do is...
You only need to click once.
Oh gosh.
You weren't the only one, Pink.
I know! He just killed 3 teams in one bomb!
3 team kills in one turn. Ow.
Okay, so it involved more than clicking once, but you get the idea. Number 4, from the first escalating ensemble video, demonstrates why worms are unfit for athletic competitions.
Quick, waste your turn so the beauty can last.
That was
Dude,
nearly,
don't take him so seriously.
That was nearly a professional dive right there. I completely forget what we get on this turn.
careful with that low grab there.
Roahm, what are you doing?
You win the Olympics forever.
Moles, pixels, and low gravity, bad combo. Into the top 3 we go. This one comes from the 4th Stupid Bird video. Why is the mode called Stupid Bird, you ask? How best to explain.
I guess.
It begins!
A tough start.
Pretty much the single best start you can hope for.
Your version of this version.
Boy. This is going to be very quiet.
Oh, of course.
Birds! What is your problem, birds?
The birds are sleeping.
I can't be mad that killed me because that was so dumb.
No.
Yeah, this is secretly pretty dangerous.
There's so many stuff to eat.
What?
The bird decided he wanted to go underneath today.
These birds have all gone suicidal.
Good work, bird. Good work. That was totally a double damage.
Oh,
Really?
Actually, you'd probably get fast ones.
oh no.
And so, the birds finished what they started.
Wow.
Oh look, Providence!
Okay, I've got it. Wait, the clip's over already? That's okay. It probably did a better job of explaining things than I ever could anyway. Number 2, appropriately enough, comes from the second Melee Massacre video. This one gained the silver medal, not just for the end results of Pink's turn, but also for the comments from Roahm and his voice pack on the situation. Far as raw hilarity goes, I feel it's hard to top this one.
Well then, there's only one thing to do in a position such as this, when I have this choice being made for me. So Kit, do you mind if I steal your thunder for a second?
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh!
Oh yeah!
Holy
I survived.
So long now.
That was terrifying.
My face.
Told by gyromancy.
Yes, it was gyromancy!
That was pretty nuts.
I don't think Gyromancy saw that one coming. I'm sorry.
Oh goodness,
Not
yeah.
unless the message spelled was
That kamikaze was so worth it.
Yeah, not much I can say about that one that hasn't already been said. Finally, we're at the top spot. And those of you who watched those videos probably know what's in first place before I even say it. In the hands of a sufficiently skilled player, ninja ropes are the game's greatest weapon, and this despite them doing no damage. Giving Cutman Mike access to an infinite amount of ropes set the stage for what I feel is the greatest moment on the entire playlist to date. Behold, the Wrath of Morty!
A movie.
Mordekaiser.
The Mordekaiser in question here is League of Legends. Oh my god. Yeah, Mike is having fun with this.
Mike cannot be stopped! He has infinite ninja robes!
Told you I should have gone to bed.
What have we done?
Oh god,
no.
great shower!
I like my crate shower.
God, it's a great
like
shower.
I like my speech. Long and tedious.
What a first turn! Okay, the battle axes are hyper souped up, so feel free to use that if you want.
How I like my music. Heavy and metal.
Alright!
How delightfully painful.
What? What? What?
What the?
Number 1 video on YouTube.
First turn Armageddon?
I go to bed now.
What just happened?
I meleeed you with Meteor.
Oh, you only need to click once.
Hey, wait a minute, don't go.
You only need to click once. No!
The funny thing is, your team actually took the most damage from that.
Yeah.
God!
Basically my entire team is dead, except for Keystone Top.
Oh my god!
How dare you target me first?
Bye-bye!
I just have to watch Harry Mason die too, gosh.
Are we done now?
I have 9!
9?
I don't know what just happened.
It was
you.
Well, half the map now.
Oh my god! What are the... I want to know the probability of that!
Okay. Okay, so now we know. That's what happens when you give Mike access to infinite ninja ropes.
It's a crazy...
So, lesson learned.
Not seen in that clip. Mike using a carpet bomb on his very next turn. And that's pretty much everything. This is one of those things where boredom got the better of me. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing, but what's done is done. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. If you liked the footage, then I strongly suggest making your way to Pink's channel via the link in the video description. There's plenty more where that came from. I don't know when or even if I'll be posting anything else in this channel. But until then, chow mein, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and if you're hungry, I suggest a hamburger.